Hello and welcome to the devlog number 6 for WARP-TEK, which is this thing right here. You can see I've added a very nice little particle animation here, which is actually two particles. One of them is squares and the other one is like these weird the fadey circle gradient things, and that's something that looks quite nice. In the game you can actually see I've implemented this like progress meter. So this shows you how far along you are even when you're not here. I'll add some new stuff here, like maybe markers for some separate stuff. And when we get into the game you might notice I've got a new weapon, the proximity mines. And that does exactly what you think it would do. It lays down some mines and the enemies walk into it. I've also added this enemy type, which is quite small. It only takes it has 2 health, I think, so it's much weaker, but it shoots about 3 times as fast as these big dudes here. I've also added the shotgun, which you can see works quite nicely, and I've redone the sprite for the rocket launcher, and I'm probably going to redo the sprite for a few of these because they look kind of weird. But yeah, so if I can just actually warp, you will be able to see. First of all, the warp thing looks different. That now blurs the edges of the screen and does a nice little zoom out using a combination of shaders. And also you saw that the entering alpha sector text just there, and that's because now I'm going to segment the journey into like 4 areas, 4 like sectors of space. So the first one is alpha, then beta, then gamma, then delta. And basically as you get more interesting and more difficult enemies as you go further along, by the end it's like, you know, weird crazy enemies. At this point it's like things that look realistically like they could be spaceships. Oh yeah, also this is a new enemy that I added like today, which is just a triangle. But he shoots, he's sort of in the middle between the big the enemy that's known as Pointy for some reason, even though he's no longer Pointy, this one. He shoots faster than him but has less health, kind of as a midpoint between these and those. So that's pretty cool. As for any other enemies, let me actually just close that because I can't actually access them at the moment without playing for way too long. I've done the dolphin enemy, and this is pretty cool. Basically, if I can show you in game. Basically, he shoots a very short distance in front of him, but he also let me just add dolphin. Let's put that as 2 or 5, and hopefully this will spawn a dolphin so I can show you that. And it is a dolphin, it's not a squid. Somebody says that it looks like a squid, but here you go. It's pretty nice. It's gonna be in like the last stage, so you won't see it for a while, but I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, that's something. There's also the smiley one. If I do the same thing for smiley, then you can see this one I like a lot. If I get into the game, here it is. There's a little target sprite, but basically it randomizes its frame every time process is called, and then when it explodes it detonates into a bunch of homing missiles, and also it leaves behind a little bit of text, and this text is randomized. It's quite cheerful. There's that again. And also, let me just look on the side. There is snake, so I can spell that correctly, and I'll be able to show you the snake enemy, which I think is the last one that I've implemented since last time. And this one looks pretty cool. It's pretty simple and strange looking, but it's got 2 little orbs and it shoots 2 bullets like that, and it keeps doing that. I might want to put up its rate of fire, maybe. I still got some balancing to do, but yeah, this is basically that, and that'll appear much later in the game because it looks pretty strange and weird. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've also started using a tracking thing called Hack and Plan, and I don't think I mentioned this last time, but I did use it for Masochist, and it worked very well there. I actually, now that I mention it, I think I might have mentioned this last time, but I'll just go over it again. I've added a pause menu, which is something. Scaling system for enemy spawns. I've created the options menu, there's nothing in it. Enemies, rocket launcher, Let me see. So that's I think I've covered pretty much everything here. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos about this game, because I know you all want videos about this game. It's a good game. Bye.